Hello my darlings, welcome to yet another YouTube tutorial, and today I'll be showing you how to make this bloom dress. It's so simple and so perfect, and this is what we need to start this project. We will be using Seagull 3-ply, no 4-ply. Oh my god, this is usually the 4-ply, huh? Anyway, this is Seagull 4-ply, the fingering yarn, the small one. We'll be using one strand of this, and then we will be using a hook 4.5 millimeters, and then we will be needing our scissors and our tape measure. And to start off this, let me put this away. You're going to take your yarn from inside, it is, and we will be making a chain of 86 to start off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And also make sure your stitches are not too tight. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So after you're done with your 86 chains, what you do, you start counting from the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the sixth one you make a double crochet, just like that, and then you chain 2 and you count 1, 2, skip the 2, make another double crochet, chain 2, skip 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 2, make another double crochet. So we are going to do that till we get to the end of the first row. I'm done with my first row, and so I'm going to chain up 4, 2, 3, 4, turn my work, and then make a double crochet on top of the double crochet. Okay, and then chain 2, a double crochet on top of the double crochet, chain 2, a double crochet on top of a double crochet, chain 2, a double crochet on top of a double crochet, and I'll chain 2 and a double crochet on top of another. Like that is what we will be doing, chaining 2 and double crocheting on top of another double crochet. So we are going to do this for how many rows? I'm going to do this for, sorry about that, I'm going to do this for 10 rows, and then I'll meet you back to show you what to do next. This is what I made for the front panel, and instead of doing 10 rows I did 12 rows. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows, and this is how it looks. And so now I'll be going on the 13th row, and I'll chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn my work, no, not turn, yeah, go on top of that one, then chain 2, make another square, chain 2, make a third square, chain 2, make another square. How many are those? 1 2 3 4. Another square, the fifth one, another square, sorry, the sixth one. So here is where we are leaving the neck hole. You see, after making those 6, we are going to leave the neck hole, and then we will count 6 from this side. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here we will join it, and in between here we are going to make 41 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 and 41. Okay, and after making our 41, you come here on the other end and you count 1 2 3 4 5 6, and after the 6 squares, you place a double crochet on top of these double crochet, the double crochet after the 6 squares. Okay, and then you continue with your chain 2, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet till you get to the end of that row. And right there we have made our neck part, our neck hole, and we will be continuing to our back panel. So basically we are doing we are starting this dress as if we are starting a shrug. For those who have made a shrug, you know how you do the front panel and then the back panel and then the arms. That is the criteria I used to make my first bloom dress. And so after this we are going to chain 2 3 4, and I'll turn my work, and then I'll place a double crochet here, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and so on and so on. Okay, so after we get here, you see these here we are going to work on this also, and what we will be doing is we will be chaining 2, skipping 2, chain 2, and then you skip 1 2, and on the third one you place a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, make a double crochet, and you will keep doing that till you get to the end of the row. And we will, after making this row, this is our first row of the next panel, the back panel or the front panel, it doesn't matter which you started with here. This is the first line of our next panel, and so we will make the same rows of meshes as we did for the first panel. We made 12 for the first panel, and now we will be making 12 for the other panel. And the first one is this one. Okay, this is what we count as the first. Leave these small one here. No, we are going to count these as the first one. So we keep doing this till we get to the end of the row, and till we get 12 rows, and I'll be back to show you how we continue from there. So now I'm done with my 2 panels, this and this, and now I can just put them together like this. This is the upper part of the dress, okay? And then now I'll join them to leave the armhole here, and I'll join this other one to leave the armhole here. So this looks familiar because this is how a shrug is made. So I'm going to join this one here, and since my yarn is still going, I'll start by making that arm, and then I'll come back and make this arm, and then I'll come back and continue with the dress. So I'm gonna put my hook through the last stitch from this side, just there, and then I'll take my yarn from where I left off, pull it through here, and just like that I chain one, and I have joined those two. And now what I'll be doing is I'll chain up 4, 2, 4, and then on top of every double crochet here I'll make a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet on top, and please make sure you go through all the loops here to make it strong, because this is a single strand. If you don't go through all the loops from from these ones, what did I call them, yeah, from the panels, it will loosen up at the beginning of the arms, and we don't want that. So make sure you're going through everything from the panels, okay? Sorry. You see, I'm actually going into the last, this chain 2 that we used to make here. I'm going through that because by doing that I'll make sure that it's strong enough over here not to look weird when it's worn, okay? We don't want it to look like a different like it was just placed there when worn. So I'm just going to go round and round the 2 panels, which now is 1 because I've joined them, and I'll make my arm. I'll make it straight until I get near my wrist area, where I'll continue with the other pattern, where I'll add shades of another color. So I'll just make these straight, just like you make your shrugs. Some shrugs are extended from the elbow area, and some are straight. So this is like a straight shrug that I'll be making, and I'll be repeating these for a certain number of rows. I'll tell you the number when we are done with the arm. So because right now I'm not sure how many rows I'll be making, because I'll keep on measuring with my arms. Here I'm done with the body, not the body, the front and back panel top part of the dress, and also I went ahead and made one arm, and these are 35 rows. And one thing I'll tell you, if you're a small size, kindly make 10 rows for the front and back panel, so that the arm will go by 10 rows. And if you're a medium size, make 12, and if you're a large size, you can make 14 rows, okay? Because what we need for the arm is for the arm not to be wide. For this arm to look as it looks in the bloom dress, we need the arm to be fitting completely. And then for the let me call it the peacock flare part, for it to look nice, it needs to be fitting till your wrist, and then the peacock flare part to be the one that is flared, okay? If the arm is wide, when you put on the peacock flared part, that won't look nice. So you need it to be tight to the hand, and that's what I did. Because I had done 12 rows for this one, I stitched up 2 rows, and then I made my arm by 10 rows because this is a size small. And that is what I'll do on this size. On this side, I'll stitch up this row and this row, and then I'll start from here and make the other arm from the 10 rows of each panel here. Okay, but if you're a size medium, you can use 12, and if you're a size large on the arms, you can use 14. So let me work on the other hand, and I'll meet you back when I'm done with the hands and when we can continue with the body. So I went ahead and made the 2 arms here and here, and also I went ahead and continued with the body part till the end of it. I was in a rush, sorry, but I'll explain what I did here. So you remember we left off somewhere here and then went on with the arms. Now when you finish with the arms, you just come back here, okay, and you just continue your rows over and over and over. This is for size small. That's what you do. I'll show you what you do for a size large. This is a larger size than the white one, and I don't know if you'll see what I'm trying to say, but if you look at this is the end. This is a curve here, and this is the hip side, and it goes expanding, and this other side. So what you do, you just place your dress just flat like that, and then you take both sides of your dress, and what you do is you come and you place stitch markers. Okay, you place stitch markers where you want to expand, and when you go to expand, you just put in 2. Let me come nearer to the camera. I don't know if you'll see. You see here, you make like a V. This is an expanding, and then after I made I expanded here, and then I skipped 1 row normal, and then I increased again in the next row, and then I skipped the next, and then I increased again. Don't ask me why they are not on the same level. I was trying to balance them both sides, so I did an increase of 1 2 3 4 5 rows, and this is for a larger size. This one is bigger than the white one, and so that is what you do for the one you need to increase. This one is a size small, so what I did, I just went round over and over and over and made a total of 52 rows till where I want to put the other color. And now I want to put in the flares, and I'll be doing that with these 3 colors, this light blue, and then that blue, and then this navy blue. So let's start with this blue. This stitch marker first. Okay, so what you do for the flared part, take your yarn, join it where you finished here. Okay, just like that, and then chain up 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then you come here in the space, you make 3 double crochets, 1 2 3. Okay, and then chain 2 and make 3 more double crochets in there. Okay, just like that. And then on these what is it called, these double crochet, do a front post double crochet, and then repeat the 3 double crochets, chain 2. Basically we are making a shell inside the spaces. And then you make a front post double crochet, and then again 3 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, 3 more double crochets, front post. Okay, so that's what we will keep doing for the rest of the row. 3 double, chain 2, another 3, and then a front post on top of the double crochet from the previous row. In the spaces we are making a shell, and then we are making a front post on the double crochet. 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, and a front post double crochet. Just remember it's a shell inside the space and a front post on the double crochet. Okay, so that's it, and let me do this till the end of the row, and I'll meet you back when I'm done with this color and we go on to the next color. Okay, on the last space of row 1 of the flare, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, and you come here. This was our first double crochet. That wasn't even a back post or a front post. It wasn't a front post, so you're just going to slip stitch there. And now we are going to change to this darker blue. Oopsie, the baby decided it doesn't want to come out the right manner, so we are going to try again. So after you chain up 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3. No, yeah, you chain up 3, and then you see on top of these double crochets here, you go into each and every double crochet. In the first one, in the second one, and in the third one, you go into each with a double crochet, and then in the space, chain 2 space here, you place a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet in the chain space, and then you continue with the double crochets on top of double crochets, just like that. And when you're on the front post, you make a front post, just like that. Let's cut off this yarn. Where are my scissors? Sorry about that. Okay, a front post, and then you continue by 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you continue by making double crochets on top of double crochets, just like that. And on the chain space, make a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet in the same space, and then continue with your double crochets on top of the other double crochets. On the front post, make a front post, and then continue with your double crochets once again on top of each double crochet, and a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the space. On top of that, a double on top of the other one, a double on top of the third one, a double in the front post, double, second double, the third double in the chain space, make a double, chain 2, double crochet, a double on top of that, a double on top of that, a double on top of that, and a front post. Okay, so you just repeat that over and over till you get to the end of the row, and I'll do this off camera and meet you at the end of the row. So here we are done with the that row, and we will be picking up our last color. This is a shade of dark blue, it's navy blue, and what we will be doing is we will be repeating what we did on the second row. You just place a double crochet on top of another double crochet, and then when you get to the space, you place one double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet in the same space, and then you continue placing double crochets on top of all the double crochets, and front post into another front post, and that is it for the whole flared part. And you can continue for as many rows as you want. You can go for with many colors as you wish. You can go with one color, but I think if you use the shades of different colors, it looks nicer, it pops out nice. So yeah, I'll finish this up and I'll show you how it looks at the end of it all, which is something I showed you when the video was beginning, the blue dress. But again, I'll put it here at the end of the video so that you basically see how it looks. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Thank you for coming back. If you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back, and if you're a new person, thank you for watching. I hope it helped you. In case of any questions, you can go to my comment section and ask me anything. I'll reply. You can also go to all my social media pages and you can ask me something and I'll reply to you. Thank you so much for watching, and that is it for this one. Bye bye.